You may call it insemination section or insemination unit. And these 5 pigs, as you can see them, they are already on heat. Some are already on standing heat. Others, they are already in a progressive stage of heat. So we are going to inseminate only those ones which are on standing heat. But before we go for insemination, I need to first briefly take you through some of the stages. Heat detection and timing of insemination are the most important factors affecting the success of AI. There are always preliminary signs of heat. Sometimes we call them the early signs of heat. And such signs include the swelling of the vulva, the reddening of the vulva, mucus discharge from the vulva, restlessness when they are in group. For instance, if there are like 2 to 3 pigs, female pigs in one group, you always see them trying to mount one another, and we call it the riding behavior. There is loss of appetite. There is chopping buzz. So another person may call it biting buzz. So those are some of the early signs of heat, or the preliminary signs of heat. And they usually last for 1 to 3 days. We always encourage farmers to know and understand their pigs, because sometimes I get challenged. Farmers will always want to know the exact period that their pigs will always stay on heat. I've already told you it's just 1 to 3 days, so you have to understand your pig. But that's not the right period when insemination is supposed to be done, because you have the early heat, the progressive heat, then the standing heat. So the progressive heat, that situation where a pig can stand in the presence of a boa. Please take note of it. It stands still, but in the presence of a boa. Without a boa, it doesn't stand still. Some of these pigs, this farm has around 30 active sows, but is currently expanding to 65 mothers. And they have a boa that they use to detect heat. So in the presence of a boa, there are always those pigs which stand still, but when the boa is not available, they don't stand still. For us, we want to do insemination when the pig stands still, with a boa present and without a boa. So after confirming standing heat, first of all, I encourage you to detect for heat at least 3 times a day, in the morning, in the afternoon, and evening. Heat detection becomes effective when it becomes part of the farmer's daily activity. If you are not in a position to detect heat on your farm, please stick to a boa. Make sure that you avoid AI, because at the end of the day, we are going to discourage other farmers that AI doesn't work. But when the exercise, it's not the AI which has failed, it's you who has failed to embrace it well. So this is the pig that you're going to inseminate. But you need to first confirm whether it's on standing heat or not. So if it is not on standing heat, we are not going to inseminate it. So a pig which is on standing heat should be in position to remain immobile, to stand still, or to remain motionless for at least 1 minute. So I understand most of the farmers, they don't use these insemination stores. So another person will literally think that maybe it is standing still simply because it has been confined in one position or in one place. The pig can still stand still, even when it's not in the gestation stores or insemination stores. I usually share different videos to different farmers. And don't literally think that maybe it's feeding from the other side, that's why it's standing still. At least I've tried to share so many videos when pigs are not confined. So when it's in confined, don't literally think that maybe it's because of it being in one place or being confined in the cage. So the pig is on standing heat. So we are going to proceed to the next stage, which is insemination. So you are going to know how to inseminate a pig. Here is our semen pack. It has the stick has the following information: the breed or the brand name. It's more of a brand name because the breed is Piatrin, but the brand name is P81, which is a brand name for improved Piatrin from Choice Genetics. So here is the tagger number. I always encourage farmers to take a note of the tagger numbers. For us, in attempt to prevent inbreeding or not to introduce inbreeding on your farm, we usually change our boas every year. So this is the manufacturer date and this is the expiry date. The semen was produced or was processed on 4th January 2025 and we expect it to expire on 10th January 2025. So we always encourage farmers to use the semen within 5 days because the semen viability reduces as the semen ages. So we pack 85 mils per dose. So the difference could be like 5 mils. You can have like 83 or 90 mils per dose. So this is our slogan: putting farmers first. We say that semen storage, these are the storage conditions. Semen should be stored between 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. But here we indicated 17 degrees Celsius. And we always advise you to keep it away from direct sunlight. Only pigs which are on standing heat should be inseminated, nothing else, no excuse. First of all, the hygiene of the place and the hygiene of the pig, the hygiene of the AI technician is very important. They contribute something towards the success of AI. So as you can see, these pigs are clean. So we first clean the vulva of the pig. We encourage the farmer to avoid using soapy water because soap is spermicidal. Soap kills sperm cells. And sometimes you have to make sure that the area is dry, because if the area is wet and you try to insert a catheter, the catheter is going to introduce bacteria into the system of the pig, and during the peak period when the pig is on heat, the system of the pig is very hostile to the pathogens. But as the pig gets off the standing heat, or as the pig gets off heat, the ability of its system to fight these pathogens reduces. That's why, like after 1 week, 3 days, you start experiencing things like discharges coming out of the farm, and usually receive many calls from different farmers. That's not signs of heat, or that mucus is not normal. It's not a sign of heat, but subnormal mucus. And maybe it could be as a result of you introducing the pathogens into the system of the pig. So after cleaning the vulva of the pig, we are going to insert the catheter. You insert it at an angle of 45. Then you push it. Farmers usually ask you, how long do you push it? No, you just push it until it locks into the cervical rings. This pig has got the cervical rings. So you push it until it's locked within the cervical rings. How do you know that my catheter has been locked within the cervical ring? Try to pull it gently. You realize that's not coming out. So once it has been locked up into the cervical ring, then open your semen pack. Introduce it to the catheter. Then you have to initiate. Make sure that you don't squeeze semen. Don't force the semen to go into the pig. Because once you force it to go into the pig, like after 2 to 3 minutes, the semen itself will also force itself to come out of the pig. And at the end of the day, you will experience the semen backflow. And when your pig doesn't conceive, you will complain. You will not tell us that you made a mistake, but you will complain that AI doesn't work. So try to do things right. So you always initiate. I hope you are seeing. Haven't pressed, but the semen is flowing, is already flowing. The semen is already flowing. I hope you are seeing. So also try to stimulate your pig. Try to stimulate it. I hope you are seeing. Our semen is flowing. I hope you are seeing. So don't rush the process. Give it time. I hope you are seeing. It's empty. So after that, just remove the semen. You just remove the pack from the catheter. Then you lock your catheter. Done with insemination. So the last step is immediately after, before you remove the catheter, we always encourage you to give it like 2 minutes so that the system can suck the semen from the catheter. Don't rush the process. I always tell farmers that doing AI is very, very, very easy. I literally believe that even a blind person can do AI. Knowing how to do AI is very easy. But knowing when, there is how to do AI, when to do AI, and why to do AI. Unfortunately, most farmers, they pay more attention to knowing how to do AI. It's a pig which is not understanding it. If you don't inseminate a pig at the right time, even if you connect a tanker full of semen to the system of the pig, it will not conceive. So encourage farmers to stop surviving on luck. There are those ones which serves like out of the 10 pigs, like 2 pigs conceive. So the farmer will ask you, last time I did not do what you are telling to do. How comes the 2 pigs conceived and the 8 pigs conceived? So make sure that you do things right. So when you do things right, you will not regret. So when you do things right, you will not regret. So you can even leave it. So our semen is already inside the system, and you never experienced anything like the semen backflow. So we are just taking advantage of the remaining minutes. I usually tell the farmer to give it like 5 to 7 minutes. By 4th minute, I think I was done with the insemination. So maybe the last step is to remove, which is still part of the insemination. Remove the catheter from the pig. So this is our semen pack, as you can see it. So we are now going to remove the catheter from the pig. Some of the videos that we usually share to our clients, they don't go up to the last stage. So the farmers usually ask us, how do you remove the catheter from the pig? So you do it gently. We haven't experienced any semen backflow, as you've seen in the video. So you either choose to give it time, to be patient when you are doing AI, or to rush the process. But when you rush the process, you will tell the neighbor what you may experience at the end of the game. Thank you.